Iad sé MacNeal Crank an sé tuad tín ín snabbat an é bas tín Cian é de sé dad Liz Land é de Chanala. That's how we greet ourselves in Navajo. So basically what I'm saying is, my name's MacNeal Crank. I am Bitterwater, born for the two-folded arm people. My maternal grandparents are of the Towering House clan, and my paternal are of the Minigoats clan, and that's how I am Navajo. Right now I work for the school district as doing IT support, and then in my spare time I love doing landscape photography. Back in 2000, actually, I was currently doing the same job I'm doing, but here in Monument Valley. I did that for 6 years, and after the 6th year, I decided to do something different. So I went to coloring school in Chicago, and while I was in Chicago, got my degree there in culinary arts, and did my internship in different places, and finally, one of the places it brought me was back home here to the View Hotel, where they hired me as their executive chef. So during that process, I used to wake up early and go to sleep late at night just to take care of the restaurant here. So I got to see every sunrise, every sunset, and while I was working there for the 4 years. And so finally, one year I just kind of decided to buy a camera, and after that, it's just would always see photographers out on sunsets or sunrises, and I would ask them questions like how to shoot this, how to shoot that, what's an ISO, what's an f-stop, what exposure is. So, and that's how I end up teaching myself. I was actually born and raised here, and I actually graduated from the local high school. But during that time, I think I took that for granted while I was in high school, to actually see coming up to the monuments like every sunrise, sunsets, and never captured and never thought about that stuff until like my grandma's actually the one that kind of taught me in the process of cooking. We used a lot of natural herbs, like this tree right here is the juniper tree. So with the juniper berries, we would use them to take out game, tasting game, and actually use the leaves to burn it down to an ash and use the ash into cooking. And so she kind of taught us to respect what Mother Earth provides us, and it'd be nice to kind of, the way I think about it is to share it with other cultures, and just to see the beauty of like Monument Valley and what it can provide. I'll scout around first, like during the daytime, and then once, like probably an hour, 2 hours before, the nice light comes out, the golden hour, the blue hour, and then just walk around, scout, and try to look for different angles to show Monument Valley. And that could be just kind of like getting down on your hands and knees and getting dirty, and seeing like a nice low angle to provide Monument Valley in the background, or go climb some rocks and hopefully you don't get stuck up there and get a nice high angle of Monument Valley. So I try not to shoot just straight on Monument Valley, just try to bring nature with Monument Valley in the background. In 2018, I decided to get more of my prints out in public. So I made that, I guess, kind of a New Year's resolution. So I had a company out of Moab actually email me, and the company's called Moonflower Co-op, and they have, in the back of their store, they have a coffee shop and a local like bakery where they provide vegetarian food, vegan food, and freshly baked goods. And they have a gallery there, and every month they get to show some of their work there. So I got like 12 images printed and in different media, canvas, acrylic, on wood and also a traditional nicely framed one. So I worked with the person there, their community rep, and so I have that's my first showing of my art somewhere in public. So Moonflower gave me that chance to do that. For me, it's more I want to share what I have experienced, and once you do share it, it's kind of interesting to hear people say how it has touched them and them bringing back memories of their childhood or something. And so the thing I like to hear or read is that experience and what they brought out of it. And for me, I mean, it was something that, and how it differs from what I felt during that time. Patience is probably the one thing I've learned, because sometimes when I'm out taking the sunrise or sunset, I'll be out there for 2 or 3 hours to get 2, 3 or 4 pictures, and that's about it. And so I think, and then once you have that patience, I think you'll start loving capturing images.